Hi, and welcome to our 143rd test and measurement video. Today, we'll identify and describe the 19 items that appear in the Tektronix MDO 3000 series oscilloscope time domain display. By way of review, the time domain display appears on the oscilloscope screen when amplitude of an analog signal at a channel input is plotted against the y-axis and time is plotted against the x-axis as they are graphed in Cartesian coordinates. In this demonstration, we are displaying a sine wave. It is derived from the internal arbitrary function generator's library of 13 waveforms. At the top of the display, beginning at the left next to the Tek logo, run or stop is denoted. Then the yellow dedicated color of channel 1 indicates the temporal extent of the signal that is displayed. At the center, denoted by T, is the trigger point. Its location is in reference to amplitude and time. The location of this trigger point can be determined by the user. To the right of the waveform record view is the trigger status readout. Alternatives are PR trig, acquiring pre-trigger data, trig, ? Waiting for trigger, auto, acquiring untriggered data. At the far right top, the security icon indicates when the input-output ports are disabled. It is not present right now. The most prominent item on the screen is the main display. It shows the waveform as present at the analog channel inputs. If more than one channel is displayed, each waveform is shown in its dedicated color. The inset box contains the cursor readout when cursors are deployed. The data for the two cursors consists of time on the left and volts on the right. At the bottom of this cursor readout are delta values, i.e. change. For serial and parallel buses, the readout shows the decoded values. Below the on-screen waveform at the right edge of the display, the trigger level icon shows the trigger level with reference to the waveform. The icon color corresponds to the trigger source color. In the second to bottom readout, the trigger readout shows the trigger source level. The trigger readouts for other trigger types show the parameters. The top line in the same record sampling rate readout shows the sampling rate. You can adjust it by using the horizontal scale knob. The bottom line shows the record length. You can adjust it by pressing Acquire and Record Length in the lower menu. At the beginning to the second to bottom readout, the horizontal position scale readout shows on the top line the horizontal scale, which can be adjusted by means of the horizontal scale knob. With delay mode on, the bottom line shows the time from the T symbol to the expansion point icon, which can be adjusted by means of the horizontal position knob. Use the horizontal position knob to insert added delay between when the trigger occurs and when you actually capture the data. Insert a negative time to capture more pre-trigger information. With delay mode off, the bottom line shows the time location of the trigger within the acquisition. as a percentage. In the bottom line near the middle, the time resolution readout shows the timing resolutions of the digital channels. Timing resolution is the time between samples. It is the reciprocal of the digital sampling rate. When the MagnaView control is on, MagnaView appears in the readout. In the bottom line, left edge of the display, measurement readouts show the selected measurements. You can select up to 4 measurements to display simultaneously. A triangle symbol appears instead of the expected measurement if a clipping condition exists. Part of the waveform is above or below the display. To obtain a proper measurement, turn the vertical scale and position knobs to make all of the waveform appear in the display. The auxiliary waveform readouts, shown just above, display the vertical and horizontal scale factors of the math and reference waveforms. Above that, the channel readout shows the channel scale factor per division, coupling, invert, and bandwidth status. Adjust by means of the vertical scale knob or in the channel 1, 2, 3, or 4 menus. In the next item above, farther to the left, for digital channels, the baseline indicator colors follow the color code used for resistors. The D0 indicator is black, the D1 indicator is brown, the D2 indicator is red, and so on. Above that, the group icon indicator shows when digital channels are grouped. Farther up, the bus display shows decoded packet level information for serial buses or parallel buses. The bus indicator shows the bus number and bus type. Above that, for analog channels, the baseline indicator shows the 0 volt level of a waveform, assuming you have not used any offset. The icon colors conform to the channel colors. Thanks for watching. New videos are added periodically, so check back frequently.